Chesapeake Energy Corporation and outgoing CEO Aubrey McClendon are being investigated by the Securities Exchange Commission about a perk that allows McClendon to invest personally in the company's oil and gas wells. Chesapeake revealed the investigation today in its annual 10-K report filed with the SEC. According to that report, the SEC opened the investigation in December, stepping up what had begun as an informal inquiry that started last spring. This probe is looking into a deal that McClendon, who founded Chesapeake in 1989, has long had with the company that allows him to invest personally in the oil and gas wells the company drills.
Jenice Malecki joins us, a securities litigation, regulation, real estate, and arbitration attorney, to talk a little bit about that particular case. Jenice, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you coming on America's Radio News.
Thank you. I'm happy to speak.
Is it unusual for the CEO to invest in his own company? What's the difference here than, say, receiving a stock option or something?
Well, here you have to look at it from the investor's point of view. At the heart of the current situation with McClendon and Chesapeake Energy is a question of what was disclosed to investors and when, and whether there were actual conflicts of interest that disadvantaged investors, such as some of these deals were not put out to market, not priced to the company's advantage, which would boost shareholder value.
All right, so there was a concern that there was information that was being held back then.
I think that's one of the things that you have to look at, but you also have to look at whether there were conflicts of interest. So whether the pricing on some of these deals, the way that they transpired, were done at true market value so that the investors were not harmed, or whether they really were at, it was a special deal for McClendon.
And what could happen to McClendon as a result of this investigation?
Well, certainly the SEC has the power to take either civil or criminal action against him if they find that there have been certain violations in the way that he's executed his duties to the company.
I would say this, just from the outside looking in, if I saw the CEO investing in one of the company's oil and gas wells, I'd probably want to jump in too. I'd probably want to buy the stock. I'd say if he's going to be in, well, he must know something, so I'm in too.
Well, but the way that he was getting in, it was questionable because it really was something where there's an appearance of a conflict, and there's an appearance of him getting a special benefit for having inside information about what's happening with the company. So, I think that's one of the problems.
How long has this investigation been going on?
I'm not sure. I think they said that it had been going on since December, but I can tell you that these investigations take quite a long time to make it through to completion.
I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine, and it's going to be a long process before any resolution is found.
Absolutely, and it could be resolved it could be settled, or it could be fully litigated. If it's fully litigated, it could go on for years.
All right, this is Jenice Malecki with us on America's Radio News. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.